There we go. That's a start. Little largy. Hey, he's a keeper. Alright. Easy, bud. It's actually kind of a healthy guy. A little bit of a surprise. Alright. Whoa. Cold morning. That's a nice 14-inch healthy fish. That was off the little KVD right there. First time I've thrown that one, I just thought the color was cool, so I picked it up the other day. Nice little translucent shad there, little KVD action. It's only got 2 hooks. I'm not a big fan of that, but had that guy pinned pretty good. Anyway, haven't fished in a couple weeks. Got a lot of stuff going on. It doesn't matter. Who gives a shit? So I'm out today, trolling around. I don't know where the fish are. I don't know what they're doing. They should be spawning. Some of them are probably wanting to spawn. Some of them it's too cold still. I don't know. There's walleye here. There's smallmouth here. There's largemouth here. I'm going to try to do the little simple things I like to do. Try to catch some fish. It's super annoying that the water temp's still like this and the weather's still like this. So, I don't know. We got to fish though, so can't be too aggravated. Indiana, I mean, you got to get used to it. I've been here my whole life, but it's still super annoying. If I had a day off to fish, well, I haven't fished in almost 3 weeks. It rained. It just rained all damn day, so you couldn't fish. And then you get cold weather after cold weather. I don't know. Whatever. Let's see if we can catch a few more. There's a fish. Feels little. Feels really little. Well, he's growing. He's growing. All right. Little windy, cold day. We got a couple fish. Little largy again. This one's even smaller, but they're in the area. Well, he says the same size. That might be the same fish. Right at 14 inches, real healthy. Looked him in the nose, that poor guy. Alright, so it's super windy, super cold. I don't know what is going on yet, so I'm throwing my confidence bait here in this cold water. It's about 13 and a half inches. I'm at like a 7 to 8 foot weed line. There's, if you wanted to catch crappie, there's crappie everywhere in bluegill. At least I think that's what they are. They're all grouped up. Could be white bass. It's either crappie or white bass. Forget the bluegill part. So I'm just throwing around them, hoping to pick off a bass or two, and that's what I'm doing. I'm going to go deeper and chase walleye sooner or later. I'm already getting bored, but that's it. I don't know. I'm aggravated. It's super windy, super cold. I have a day off to fish. Hopefully it improves, so we'll see. We'll see. It's hard to whine when you're catching a couple fish, but I'm right. I'm there. I'm whining. There we go. I don't know. It feels like a white bass. I hope not, but it feels like it. No, a little largemouth. Well, I don't know what I'm talking about. That's actually another nice, okay, largemouth. They're all about 14 inches. This one looks like it might be female. Didn't have it hooked real well. Nice little fish. It's so windy out. I'm trying not to stay aggravated. At least enjoy that I'm out here fishing. Probably a 2-pound 15-incher. Just because of how big the belly was. But it's so windy. Okay, temperature's warming up a little bit. It's about 45 degrees now. Water temps in the low 50s, 50 to 52, about everywhere I'm going now. Wind is howling, 20 to 30 mile an hour. So I'm parking, launching the jerk bait behind me. One of my favorite things to do when the wind's crazy, and praying. Going to high percentage type areas. I'm on a wind blown point right now. It goes from like 15 feet to 10 feet pretty quick. That's what I'm doing. Nothing fancy. I don't do anything fancy anyway. I do simple shit. There's a good one. point a couple of them at least, and I'll take it. Watch, I'm reeling in a weed probably, as bad as I am, and it's a few fishes I've caught. Doesn't seem to be fighting. Oh, there he goes. Now he's fighting. It's growing. It's definitely growing. Don't come off. I've lost one big one already. I don't know how big, but it's growing. Hey, that's a nice fish. That's a real nice fish. Guess what? Guess who made an appearance? A big old fat Walter. That's what I'm talking about. That is a big dude right there. Hell yes. That's worth it. I'm already happy. All the aggravation's gone. Look at that stud. Look at that stud. That is a meat pocket right there. We get a picture of it. All right, let's let her go. That's beautiful. That's worth it. Look at them teethers. Look at them things. God, what a fish. That's cool. That's a big one. That was a big one. What are we doing? You know what we're doing. The wind's always blowing 70 miles an hour every time I can fish, so I park the boat and chuck it. That's what I'm doing. Whatever works, right? I feel like I've been throwing nothing but a jerkbait for 6 months, but the water temp's been 40 to 50 degrees for 6 stinking months. So, what do you want from me? That's got to be a white. I don't know. Maybe not. It's growing. I think it's stuck in the weeds or it's growing. The way it hit at first, I thought it was a white, but I'm not so sure now. It might be a big fish. But I'm kind of close to the weeds now. Oh, come on. He's a fighter. It's a fighter. It's a hurricane. Oh, that's a good fish. Oh, it's a fighter. It's not even as big as the last one, but twice as strong. Oh. He's hooked a little funny, that's why. That was awesome. It's another walleye, a little more shallow. Not near as big. Oh, I've never seen this before. He's strong. Look at that. Those bumps, you guys see those bumps? It's so windy. It's hard to concentrate on anything. I don't know what those bumps are. I've never seen that on a fish before. Looks cancery. At least not that kind. Anyway. Stud keeper. This guy was bulldogging me. Surprised me at first. Awesome. A couple Walters now. I mean, you knew with the high wind, overcast, throwing a jerkbait, I was pretty confident I was going to get some walleye, but the wind's so bad. I don't know if the windsock's protecting it very much or not. Hopefully it is. Catching fish is the only thing keeping me from being ultra annoyed. You know, you get one day to fish, and of course this is the weather, but no more complaining because we are catching fish. There we go. There we go. Don't be a white. I think we got us another Walter. Well, he's shrinking or he's swimming toward me. This wind is nuts. Oh, 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 oh. I knew I wouldn't get away with it forever. It's a white. I do not mind catching whites when nothing else is biting, but they're so vicious and they destroy jerk baits. they make it difficult to get them off. I'm not a fan of catching them when I'm catching other fish. Sorry, another boring video from me, but it's a nice size white. It's a good fight, all that good stuff. But you guys know if you catch them a lot, they're a pain. Unless you're using single hook baits. If you're using a jerk bait, they just destroy the bait, really. And they will get you hooked. But I take everything off real gingerly. I'm tired of getting hooked, so whatever. Hey, we caught a white. Let's see if we can catch a couple more. The wind is getting worse and worse, and there's a storm blowing in, so we got to kind of hurry. Oh, that was quick. The boat isn't even in position yet, and something bit it. That's got to be a white. That was wild. I don't know if you guys noticed that. I just casted it out, pulled it. I was waiting for the boat to get into position. It's got to be a white. They're so stupid. It was a fun bite, though. Hey, never mind. Not that they're any smarter, but that is I don't know what I'm doing here. That is a nice crappie. Okay, random. We're just trying to make a day of it. That's all we're doing. That's cool. That's a cool little catch. Big old pregnant crappie. Whatever. There we go. Man, this storm's coming in, and all the bites, even the white bass, have died. But we just got something to bite. I don't know what it is. I've already lost 2 fish. Uh-oh. If I lose this one, I'm probably gonna break this rod, throw it right in the water. Didn't lose him. Another solid Walter. Probably going to end it with this guy because the wind, everything, it's just annoying. You know, it's one of them days. This is the first bite I've had in about 45 minutes. Another solid guy. Keeper, real fat, healthy. They've all been real thick. Well, I've only caught, what, 3 Walters, but all nice ones. Really tough bite right now. You could feel the whole like kind of atmospheric change. You know what I mean? The storm's coming in. It's right over there. It's not looking great. We've been out here about 4.5 hours. We did okay. Nothing big. I mean, what can you do when the wind's blowing 30 to 40 mile an hour? There's really not a whole lot you can do. Chuck the bait, whatever you want to throw as far as you can behind your boat in an area you think you'll catch some fish, and keep your fingers crossed. At least that's what I did.